What do you guys think about that intro?
That's pretty nice.
Pretty good.
It's pretty nice. Pretty nice
I like
stock intro. Yeah.
Got a little bit of jazz in there.
All right. So welcome to Happy Hour episode 20. We have Marc Drake and Logan Phillips with us today. We'll go ahead and start with Logan. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us, a little bit about yourself.
Yep. My name is Logan Phillips. I'm from St. Louis and lived here the majority of my life. Spent a couple years down in Cape Girardeau for school and started grad school and moved back here a little early, but that's all right. And been in Arsenal this is week 3, so it's been great so far.
All right. So you've been on the phones. So how's that been going?
I was on the phones. I have experience with doing what we do, and it's about what I expected. It's gonna take some time, I think. But it's been good so far.
All right. So have you found a sweet spot industry wise? Do you prefer to call MSP or roofing, or do you like throwing it all, switching it up throughout the day? How's your kind of flow go?
Yeah, I'm doing roofing right now. That's about all I've done so far. So I think this week I don't know. We'll see with the holidays, but I want to start calling MSP soon and see how my success rate goes with that, and we'll kind of adjust from there.
Cool. So would you say you kind of started in roofing and trying to perfect your pitch in roofing before you move on to the next?
Yeah, I would say that's probably the best way to explain it. I think I've I have a lot of blue collar people in my family, so I thought, hey, maybe I call these roofers and it'll just be like talking to one of my family members.
There you go. That's not a bad way to look at it. Has there been any territories that you've been more attracted to or, turned off by market-wise?
Not necessarily. I mean, I feel like I have some familiarity with calling different territories across the country, whether it's on the East Coast or West Coast. So, I mean, I've lived in St. Louis, so I kind of am familiar with what it's like to call all of those different territories. But I mean, there's not really one area that I'm afraid of, or maybe that's not the best way to say it, but
hesitant.
Yeah, that's
gotcha.
the word.
Cool. Marc, so we also have Marc Drake. He's our BDR. And when you were calling, or when you make Arsenal calls as well, do you have markets where you just feel like you're hot in, territory wise?
I would say out in the mountain states, so Colorado, Utah, and then the South in general.
Okay. All right. Let's see. How many appointments do you have so far, Logan?
7 so far.
Okay.
7.
And where at are those guys? If you could name off a couple.
Kind of all over there. I got a couple in. There's one in Billings. There's one in New York. Got one down in the South. I can't remember what state. Maybe Louisiana, I think. And I think I have one in Alabama too. Those are the ones that, off the top of my head, that I remember. Those are the most recent ones.
Okay. So you said you have kind of a familiarity with this kind of job. What were you doing before?
I was kind of sales, kind of not. It was business development. I was cold calling all day. I mean, it was kind of a different industry for home security, and it was an experience, and I liked what I did, but was looking for a new opportunity, and so. But yeah, I was calling all across the country. So usually in the mornings I'd call East Coast, and in the afternoons I'd call West Coast, and got the best of both worlds. But learned a lot in that short period that I was there. So but kind of got the feel for the cold calling game, and learned as much as I could in 2 months.
All right, nice. So moving forward, Marc. So have you've been calling a lot in the IT industry. What are your proposals looking like right now?
So my client has gotten a lot out this month. We got an appointment with a local school district. And it started out just kind of being as an asset to the team because they have a huge internal team. Once we got in there, we found out that they need more than a little bit of help. So it ended up being a lot of network and security features added on. So it ended up being about 1868 MRR, but
Sheesh.
they have 40 locations.
Wow.
So if you do the math on that, it's right about 72,000 a month or a little bit more.
All right. So you said that it's kind of like a waiting game right now. Are they waiting on like a contract to end or?
They're waiting on budget. That's
Okay.
the biggest thing because they do have a big internal team. So they're trying to see where they can pull those funds. So we're just waiting on that right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know in the past you did a lot of commercial janitorial work.
Yeah.
What would you say, kind of moving into the IT industry, has there been things that you like about calling for IT lately?
Yeah, I like IT. I don't know if I'd say more.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm happy to have a client no matter what. But with IT, I feel like I can have more productive conversations and kind of take that next step because you go a little bit more in depth on that appointment call.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So Logan, how much time do you have left before moving into your BDR series?
This is week 3, so I guess 5 more weeks after this.
Okay.
And we'll kind of go from there. I guess Cameron's out today, so I didn't get the chance to have my weekly meeting with him.
Gotcha. Yeah,
So.
Cam's over at Maryville right now working with the interns. Yeah.
Yep. So
Cool.
can I ask a question? Can I ask Marc a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Did you do like IT or anything? Did you know much about that industry before working here?
Nothing.
Okay. I feel like that's why I'm hesitant to call because I don't know a ton about the IT world.
I'd say jump in head first.
Okay. That's good.
Do you have any? Yeah, I mean, we could kind of start to unravel that a little bit. Do you have any pointers kind of going into it or knowing your vocab, things like that? Or
Yeah, I mean, the vocab I would say is the most important part. Understand what the abbreviation means when you talk to them, like, MSPs, managed service provider, of course, but, the different networks and depending on the area and the client that you have, what their specifics are, because they'll have a bunch of holistic capabilities and everybody's different. So if you learn what client capabilities you have, that helps a lot.
Okay.
Because it shows actual value on the call.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I've heard that from some of the guys actually, because you never know what you could be, offering that they may need, and they don't know that that's covered by managed IT. I know that I heard recently somebody was making a phone call and they were saying that they called this office and they're like, hey, we just really want TVs mounted on our walls and connected and we can use them through our computer. And he's like, do you guys do that? I'm like, yeah. And the client was like, dude, that's such an easy job and that's going to be a huge project, like money-wise. And so, yeah, like you said, just different capabilities show all that difference.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, we're going to go ahead and welcome Aaron to the show.
Man, why are you guys so early? Yeah, no, I'm super late. I'm sorry.
You're good. I was just introducing Logan to the podcast viewers, and we talked a little bit about his background and what he's excited to be calling about and what industry he's been calling lately. And then we talked about Marc's proposal that he's just sweating right now.
Sweating for sure. Look at those notes. Did you show the camera your notes?
I did not.
Put them up there. Look at
There
that.
we
Came
He
prepared.
came prepared. I like that. Yeah, give him a round of applause. And what's up with all this? I had a heart attack about this for a second.
You thought it was real?
I thought this was real money. This is a ton of money. If it were real, copy money. Does it all have the same? It's all got the same serial. Anyway, what do you use that for? Like the
Well, that
puzzle videos, or what's
we
it for?
somehow acquired that over by the roofing guys, over by Patrick and Bonebrake and a couple other guys. I don't know who brought it in though.
Is that what they call it now?
What?
Acquired.
Acquired.
Yeah, tactically
I
acquired.
borrowed this. Tactically acquired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Freedom is incoming. Free. I'm just teasing. Well, cool. Don't let me derail you guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess we could, do you have any questions for Logan? He's new to the team and, people are getting to know him.
Yeah, you talked about what you do and where you came from and all that. What's like a non-business thing or something that you'd have to be here to experience that's either different or that you enjoy?
Yeah. I'm a huge hockey fan, and I'm a big country music fan. Those are like two of my favorite things. So the Arsenal suite works out really well.
So you've been to a hockey game, right?
I did go to the hockey game. Yep.
Are there any country music artists coming up?
I don't know about. I mean, I guess he's still kind of coming up. Zach Top is my favorite at the moment. He's like Alan Jackson reincarnated, I think.
Okay.
I
Is he
don't know.
scheduled for the Enterprise Center or?
Not yet. He's playing at Ballpark Village in January, but it's such a weird venue. It's so small. I don't understand why he's playing there. But they sold out of tickets real fast. So,
Me and Lauren went to go see a band back when we liked in high school called Taking Back Sunday at
Okay.
Ballpark Village. They were a little whiny,
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah.
You know, we saw them a couple years ago. Actually, this last time I saw you there, Matt.
Yeah.
Dude, did we know we were going to run into each other or not?
I think it was a last minute kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody was smoking so much dope we had to leave early. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
Does everybody smoke dope now? Am I the last guy?
At shows, you're probably every 1 in 10 people, so that's covering a lot of ground at a concert.
Everybody's got a vape. Feel like a dork when I go places. I'm too sober to experience the show is pretty much what it baked down to. But I don't know. They were cool.
Yeah.
I really liked them, but we did have to leave.
Cody Johnson is also coming to the Enterprise Center. That one is in
Yeah.
January.
Oh, cool.
That's one I got my fingers crossed for.
What did you put? Oh, yeah. We got to put out the survey for it. I need to do it earlier this time. Kind of dropped the ball on it last time. Speaking of Enterprise Center, we went to go see Mizzou versus Illinois,
Oh yeah.
and it was really good game until the end. And Matt, I don't know if you can superimpose the last minute shot from Mizzou. Let's do it. I don't know if it's striked or whatever it is,
All
what
right.
it is, but if we would have made half the shots we should have made, Missouri would have won. If we would have made half the free throws we should have made, I think we probably would have won. But probably the sales tip of the day is winners find a way to win, losers find a way to lose.
Sales tip.
We were losers. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Absolutely.
snatched defeat from the jaws of victory type of stuff. And anyway, so they run an ISO move. They get an opportunity. They're down by 3 with like seconds left. We dribble it up the court, and I think they have the play in isolation so that like our guy gets to set up for a 3-pointer to tie the game. And they send up a big guy, I think maybe to pick or something like that. I really don't know exactly what happened, but somehow our 7-foot tall, 300-something pound guy who does not look like he shoots 3-pointers or supposed to ends up with the ball. And this dude pulls the trigger, and it's just tough. It's a tough shot to look at. It looks like he got shot as he was taking the shot. And I'm saying I suck at basketball, and I'm not saying that we could do it anyway, but it's heartbreaking. The wind had left the sails of the arena, and there was too many Illinois guys there. Mark, are you an Illini guy?
I don't care.
You don't care? Are you just saying that?
No, I don't really watch basketball.
I really don't care either necessarily. I don't watch it, but if it's anything Missouri versus Illinois, I'm invested for Missouri to win. But yeah, there's a lot of fun events. There's a lot of fun stuff to do. So yeah, if you're thinking about working here, or if you're a client or a prospect, we will take you to a fun event. Do a really good job for a client here soon, and then get a couple extra tickets to go to a country concert or something like that. But yeah, that's really it. Logan's doing a great job. Marc, you're doing a great job. And one more time, just recap it. You're sweating how much?
72,000 MRR.
72,000 of monthly recurring revenue.
That's just one of them. There's 2 or 3 more in there.
How much total are you looking at?
It could be close to 80.
You need like a Texas Instruments calculator to quantify all this money that's out there. It's killer, dude. And you're no stranger to big deals. Service Master, you got a deal for how much?
986,000.
Big deal, Marc. Big deal, Marc. He's a big deal.
Making money, Mark.
Making money. Money, Marc.
Money, Mark.
That's good. Well, what else is on the agenda, Matt?
We'll kind of coast through to now we've got proposals and closed deals.
Okay.
I see that got to whip my head all the way around back, but looks like John Sheff got out 5,600 MRR IT deal proposal today.
That's a good one. That's like healthy amount. I'm not saying that $70,000 isn't exciting, because it totally is, but then in the back of your head, you're always sweating if, what happens if that customer ever leaves. You know, that's a bunch of smaller customers. So a lot of our clients, while they would take the, a big monster deal, it's nice to get some healthy, smaller, medium-sized deals.
Yeah.
My old VP of sales explained it to me like this. If you're a caveman, you got to provide for your family and your village. And if all you do is hunt woolly mammoths, like one winter, you're going to starve. You got to go get some deer, some rabbits, get some smaller stuff to tide you over. And then when you bag the woolly mammoth, you celebrate and you party. So that's good.
Sounds like a sales tip.
It's another sales tip. That's value for money.
Is that Cam's voice?
It is. Yeah,
That's
run
awesome.
it back.
That's awesome.
Sales tip.
Part 2. Value for money.
And then a closed deal side, Matt Bonebrake closed 3 roofing deals for just under $45,000. We just got wind of that today.
Yeah, I think there's a handful of them. Yeah. And no doubt they're going to lead to bigger and better deals later on. Seems like the genesis of a roofing partnership is, right, you work with us, you get some re-roofs right out the gate, but a lot of these guys are doing, healthy, repair work and preventative maintenance, and sooner or later it turns into, the big job. So it's nice to work with guys that got the foresight, and I think that's Ohio Commercial Roofing. Those guys are great. Love working with you.
And then, I can't even rattle off the amount of numbers he put in proposals. He got word back on.
Could do it.
A lot of zeros.
Do it. Give it an attempt.
So we've got a proposal for 1.5 mil, another proposal for 1.4. Yeah, 800,000, 118,000, 107,000, 198,000, 44,000. Yeah, he's swimming in digits over there.
Can you put the dollar amounts on the screen?
Yeah, we'll throw those.
I just keep adding stuff for Matt to do in these videos, but it makes it look cooler.
Yeah,
makes it look cooler. Yeah, doing a great job. That's what you're supposed to do. That's that was Bonebrakes. Those are all.
Yeah, that's all from Bonebrake today. He's had a big day. I couldn't even get him in the film.
Too busy closing deals. All right. Well, it's kind of it, man. I mean, Christmas Eve tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're having a pretty productive day so far, it seems like. I keep shaking this table, rattling everybody's mics. I need to stop doing it.
I know we hit 11 appies before noon, so we hit our goal even with only, half the office or what, whoever's out. But
I mean, it seems kind of like there's a lot of guys taking paid time off today, and for good reason. It's the week of Christmas, totally fine. But I tell guys, you learn a good mood. It's a good time to set up meetings. Yeah. But for us, Arsenal, if you're calling a guy, he's working. Business owner's answering the phone, and he's working probably because he's wanting to grow his business. So if you tell him, like, hey, we can do this for you. Yeah. Give him all ears. Less receptionists, gatekeepers, people to block you from talking to them. So maybe there's some more decision makers who are out of the office, but the guys that are out, they're out because things are going really good. Yeah. The guys who are in, they're maybe working on their stuff a little more. And then for our clients, those guys that are in, they're solving problems, dude. There's an IT issue they're trying to upgrade. There's a roofing thing they want to take care of while people are out. We're going to go update all of our thermostats, right? And that's an HVAC issue. Probably on, I think, the 26th, the day after Christmas. They're all getting upgraded. A lot of people will be out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it is what it is, man. You got to, if you quit working, you quit selling, unfortunately.
All right. Well, before we head out, I guess current events could be that it's Christmas Eve right now. But I don't know if Marc or Logan had any questions for each other or for you, Aaron, or anything before we get out of the table.
You go check out current events here. This is going to be a short one today. You already tell. Look, you guys are efficient. So the way it usually starts off is I just freaking totally derail the whole thing, and we're not on task at all. This is going to be the most organized podcast that there is.
There we go.
People are going to watch this and be like, thank God. This makes sense.
There's a structure.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I know the Navy shot down an F-18.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Where at?
The Red Sea.
Oh.
I thought they got shot down by someone.
No. The Navy shot down its own F-18.
We shot down our own F-18?
Yeah.
I misread that headline.
Why?
They mislabeled
We don't know.
it.
Okay, so it's a mistake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Is there a casualty in there?
No, both the
Oh.
pilots ejected, but
Cool.
still.
It's all right. Sorry.
Whoops.
You just make, smooches when you see each other again. Hey, sorry about that. Sorry for shooting you down.
I didn't mean it.
Guys, that's nuts. In the Red Sea, too. Yikes. I don't know. Other stuff that's going on. There's a hell of a lot of people getting pardoned recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
How many is it?
There was 37 today of the people that were on death row federal on
37.
federal crimes.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about overall, though. Do you know?
Oh, I don't know.
Those are rookie numbers, dude.
They were-
37 pardons. Dude, man, there's like over 1,500 people, I think. That have
Yeah,
been
there was
pardoned.
like 1,500.
No way.
I think it's like the most in history.
Joe Biden said he ran like a scandal-free presidency. Just I think is hilarious. I don't care what side you vote for, but, scandal-free?
I don't think that's even possible anymore.
Nothing?
He
Who
probably
can
just
run a
doesn't remember.
scandal-free anything. You
Yeah.
can't do it.
No matter who you are, there's always a
Yeah.
scandal.
And they'll make something up, and then it's
Yeah.
a real thing. But, dude, people had some notes about some things.
Oh, yeah.
They had some notes. People are saying that they're going to find a way to, I don't know, get Kamala Harris in so that she can be cemented as the first female president in these
I did
last
see
days.
that, too.
Yeah. It'd be interesting if that happens.
That would be interesting.
I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that really. They're not going to help, right? I think the story with that would be that, the Biden administration does not want that to happen. And then, but there's other parties, outside people who would like to see there be a female president. I don't know.
Well, then who would certify the election? They wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. There's a whole lot of legalities that go into that.
It's bonkers. You can't keep track with stuff anymore. And if you read anything, you just have to assume they're lying to you anyway. So you can't even be educated about anything anymore. The news is just all over the place. Elon Musk says he's going to buy CNN or NBC. Did you see that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's only like a couple $1 billion.
Yeah.
Trump changed for him.
He bought Twitter for 40 something billion. If I buy Twitter for $44 billion, I'm buying CNN for 3 or whatever it is. That can't be the number. That's what I saw floated.
Oh.
It's hard to believe that's all it is.
I saw he's also doing like the Xmail, like the Gmail alternative. So I don't know.
It's not a rumor. That's a thing.
It is a thing. Oh, wow.
Is it?
Oh,
No, I'm asking you.
Well, everybody's been talking about it. So I assume that it's happening.
Be great. Google's reading your emails and shit.
Probably. I believe it. They're reading a whole bunch of spam emails
Right.
for me.
That's what I'm thinking too.
And then again, I'm sure it's clickbait or something like that, but I did see some headline article where I don't know if it was in a hearing or something like that, but somebody from one of these social media platforms in a roundabout way admitted that they do listen to you through your phone to serve you.
Hmm.
I promise they're doing that. My gut says they're doing that. I remember a couple years ago, I was sitting down and talking to my parents and my wife. We were having dinner at a Benedetto's. I don't think it's there anymore. But we were talking. Somehow we got on the topic of like South Park or something like that, and then the Book of Mormon, which is a play that they did. And like, I don't look up South Park on my phone. I wasn't looking for tickets. There's nothing that would lead anybody to believe that I would be interested in this based off my digital footprint. And the next day, I got ads on Facebook for tickets to the Book of Mormon.
Wow.
Yeah.
It gets crazy. Like sometimes I won't even think about it or say, like, I won't even say anything out loud. I'll just be thinking something. And then 30 minutes later, it's on my feed.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I don't know.
Weird.
Maybe I did say it and I just don't remember, but that's weird.
Maybe you're part of the simulation, man. Maybe you're in the Matrix. You've heard that theory, right?
Yeah.
Simulation theory. You heard that, Matt?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It can't be real.
Are we in base reality, or are we in an iteration of simulation like we're in the Matrix?
Have you ever seen that video of that dad saying that to his kids, and his kid runs up and smacks him in the face? And he's like, "Did you feel that?"
How do you know you're not living in a simulation of reality right now?
That's all I know.
Not quite the same, but it made me think about it.
I like that response.
Yeah.
But then the dad would say like, "Well, yeah, I'm programmed to feel the pain."
Right. You can go on forever on that.
Yeah. Nah, we're in reality.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
no
just-
way we're not.
Choose to believe that we're in the real world.
Things would work so much better if we weren't.
True.
Why would everything be so disorganized and shitty if we were
We're
in
in
a
the-
simulation?
We're in the beta version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd get along and stuff. And anyway.
Your phone wouldn't die.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. There's that's going on. Where, as far as like a Arsenal thing, we've got a couple new guys starting soon. One that I'm super excited about. Actually, two. Digital marketing person can help a little bit more with web development and social media and things like that. And then another one, very experienced, very competent. I mean, just a rock star of the talent acquisition or recruiter. Going to help out a whole lot. And I appreciate everybody referring, people that they know and stuff. Logan, I think you referred, right? Who referred? Was it Brock?
Brock, yep.
Brock,
And I talked to Carrie about it too a little bit.
Carrie?
Justin Carey down in Cape.
They make him good down there. I like SEMO. I like SEMO. I kind of wish I would have went there now. I'm just teasing. Maryville, I like Maryville.
You can always go back,
I could. I drive down there occasionally.
Yeah.
To see what's going on. Cape Girardeau is just a fun little spot.
Yeah.
The only drawback is I don't like the big wall that they got for the river on the river back, because you can't really see the river when you're down there.
Yeah.
But I understand why they do it.
Yeah.
Kind
of have to.
But the restaurants and stuff. What's the Irish pub restaurant?
Katie O'Farrell's.
Katie O'Farrell's. Oh.
If you're into craft beer, many good things down there.
Uh-huh.
I used to work there. It was phenomenal. Everything there is great.
Yeah. What did I went to a craft beer place the first time I was down there. They kind of like had appetizer and craft beer.
Oh,
Can't remember the name. It's like in a white building.
yeah, and Ebb and Flow.
Ebb and Flow. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. It was good.
They have really good burgers.
Yeah. Really good burgers. Okay. But yeah, hiring a recruiter, talent acquisition specialist is going to overhaul our strategy and just get a lot of really talented people in here. We've already got really talented people, but sometimes the process is a little slower than you'd like it to be through networking, referrals, word of mouth, career fairs, and so on and so forth. This person's already extremely well connected and just knows what they're doing. Bringing a whole lot of experience from a place where they've grown it. He directly helped them grow by a couple hundred people. So just all the right stuff's happening. You're kind of late. Did you close the deal, Sam? Huh?
I was working on it.
Oh my gosh. Well, come here and give your quick update real quick. The loser report. Here's the whiffs I had. Let's hear about this pitch real quick. We got
Yeah. God, gotta love Karen's soundbite there. Yeah, so we got a deal over the weekend. It was the final client to come in for December implementation this month. So meetings start for them in January. Actually had a couple conversations today. I had a IT group in Florida where I don't know why people say this. They go, I am not making a decision on this call. It's my rule. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to force you into anything, but he was burned pretty badly, which I can understand his hesitancy. Spent $160,000 with a different competitor of ours and said got 0 results.
Man,
So
who the fuck is this?
yeah, exactly. So obviously that one might take a little bit more nurturing. You gotta have a little bit of a soft spot for guys. But I told him, I go, dude, you're gonna put your chips on the table. Why wouldn't you do it with a company that's got proven results and a fantastic reputation? So
He said he was looking for somebody on Friday.
yeah, and he's talked to a couple competitors already.
He smoked Bobby. Bobby G sent him a nasty gram, and I called this guy up and said, "Hey, you can't talk to Bobby like that."
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember.
He told me on the call, he goes, dude, I felt like the biggest asshole
Well,
in the
and-
world
well,
after
and-
you had called him, and he apologized.
he
several
apologized
times.
on the call, and then
Yeah.
said, well, "Okay, well, let's go ahead and meet on Monday." And then he said, "I'm looking for this exactly." And I'm
Mhm.
talking to you about it. And then Sam shows up. Come on, Sam.
Oh
What's
yeah,
the
it's
deal?
my fault. Right? Yeah, I totally whiffed that one.
I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. Giving you trouble.
Yeah.
What's
But-
the next step with him?
He has the agreement, I believe. I think we're looking at onboarding for next month, anyways. Now, so I think the next step was he was going to get back to me by Thursday. I think he's talking to another company or something like that. I have to go basically pop some notes in, but we talked for like an hour. I mean, I was trying to get a deal done.
It's the end of the year, man.
End of
Who am
year,
I?
dude.
Who
Let's
am
go.
I? Talking like that.
Yeah. So
Who's this? Who talks like that?
I don't know.
Matt, you got to find the clip of Grant Cardone saying that. He goes, Grant Cardone's got a, you know who that is?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're in for a treat. You got to look him up. He's got his little podcast thing that he's doing, and there's like a picture of a yacht or something behind him. He's like, hey, listen here, man. It's not about the money, all right? It's not about the money. And he just has these stacks of $100 bills.
Cash is not king. That means cash is
Keeps saying it's not about the money. It's very obviously about the money as he's shuffling it on his desk. Who's our big personality like that?
I mean, personal opinion, I'm probably the biggest personality in the office,
Okay.
if I had to say.
All right.
It's not about the money. Money's just how we keep score. It's all about winning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that from?
Suits.
Suits.
Great
Great.
show.
Great show.
Speaking of money, Sam lost some money on the weekend, I think. How
Yeah.
much did you lose?
$50.
$50. Could have to 50 down to win what?
75. If I would have gone Mizzou on
That
the
just doesn't seem worth
spread,
it.
I would have covered, but I went money line and they lost.
Money
But
line just
they
means
missed a game tie in 3 right there at the end. So, and they
Do you
missed
guys
a
know
bunch
what
of
money
free
line
throws.
means?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
No.
I don't.
That
I'm not a
means
gambler.
that means you got to win outright. So if you take an underdog like I did and you say money line, that means the spread is not in effect. They have to win.
Hmm.
But you take an underdog, the payout's bigger. If you take the favorite, the payout's lower,
Huh.
but it's better odds, right?
Huh.
So it was
Interesting.
plus 150, which means if you put $100 down, you get 150 back. I did half that. So $50 would have paid out 75 had Mizzou won.
Doesn't seem like it's worth it. Juice don't seem worth the squeeze.
Well, it would have been if they would have won.
I told Matt we need to put the video of this guy just taking the ugliest shot.
There's
at the end of the game.
There are several ugly
That
shots.
3-pointer at the end.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
And it was left-handed.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left-handed looks tough.
He was like, kind of looked like he was like leaning
He's fading,
like
yeah.
away. Like, why would you fade away 3 at the end of a
It looks
game?
sick, dude.
Like, yeah, it looks sick when you're Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. You can actually make it, but I don't even know that guy's name. Like Matt said, who the f- is this?
Matt, can you look it up real quick? How many 3-pointers did we make? Do you even know? I don't even know how to look that
I
up.
don't think it was a lot.
Did Mizzou make 1 3-pointer?
I know they at least made one.
Yeah, because we got really excited about the 1 3-pointer they made. I think we said like, "Hey, we finally made one." Then we'll wrap it up. What a mess! I told them they were probably running such a good podcast, and I came in here and just screwed it all up, derailed it. Can you check the box score?
Let's see. It's kind of hard to pull up.
Sam versus Matt.
Yeah,
I was
I
finishing a text.
I was gonna say Sam knows it.
Whatever. We'll just say it wasn't that many. We need to make more the next time. And the trophy's huge. Have you seen the Bragging Rights trophy?
I don't think so.
It's comically large. It's like 5 feet tall.
Yeah, it's a big joke.
It's silly. Like bigger than the Stanley Cup. All right. Anything else, Matt?
No, I think that's it. I think we covered it all.
All right. Well, have a Merry Christmas / Christmas Eve. I think this is it. We're not doing it tomorrow. We'll be back in on the
26th.
27th.
For me, I'm actually coming back after the new year.
We'll be back in January.
We'll be back in January. Oh my gosh. What are people going to do?
I don't know.
There's no podcast.
We'll keep selling.
We'll keep selling.